Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. And in today's video, I'm going to do one of those really awful videos about look how much I made in a month. But it's more of an appreciation video, and it's more a video that I kind of hope will inspire other content creators because it's more to do with my personal growth than any money that I've made from YouTube. So I will only make another video. I'll make one more video concerning what I make on YouTube, and that'll be after the year, after I've been doing it a year. So far, I've only got 28 days worth of data. As you can see, that's not really a lot of money, but I am certainly appreciative of the fact that there's a trickle of income coming in. I don't expect it to be a lot. And when I started to monetize my videos, albeit I didn't really want to monetize them, I know there has been some opposition, and that's okay. But I do try my best to put out content that I deem is not only factual or entertaining, but also of an educational format. There are a lot of things going to be happening moving forward from my end that I want to integrate into YouTube. So yeah, let's kind of go through some of my numbers. It I do hope this does give people some inspiration. So for the last year, I've had 100,000 views, but if you look at the graph, it's really starting to take off, and it shows that hard work does pay off eventually. Now, I've been doing YouTube about on and off about 3 years. I started off more as a collector slash selling coins for beer tokens, but I had a lot of knowledge that I felt was beneficial. I felt I could build a channel based on the idea of if I can do it, you can do it also. Because when I started trading coins, I was paying the same rates that were applicable for everyone else. That's slightly changed these days. I do pay less for my coins now, but it's a completely different proposition my end, because instead of doing it for beer money, I do it for a living, and I have added costs that most of the guys who watch my channel won't have if they do want to flip their coins for a profit. Now, if I look at the watch hours, so I know there's a gentleman who's blind who watches, so I'm going to have to explain it. So essentially what's happened is over the last maybe 6 months or so, the views have started to really go up. I was averaging a few hundred views a day, and then it's moved up. It goes up and down, depending on if the videos are of a good nature. But in terms of the last month or so, I've kind of doubled my views than where I was from 6 months ago. Again, my watch time, I'm getting really good watch time at the moment. So I hit 5.6 thousand hours over the last year. And if I break that down into the month, I've got 1.5 thousand hours from the last month alone. So you can see it's really starting to build into something. I've added 900 odd subs, but that's been really sporadic. Like it's been really different over time. I've had, even before I was building up over the last 6 months, I was having odd occasions where I'll get spikes in subs, and a lot of that was down to promoting my channel and my content via the social media groups, the Facebook groups that I frequent, and I was supported a lot at the start. I remember Numistacker put a video out for me, and I didn't even ask him. He just put a video out saying, "Hey, check this guy out," and I was really appreciative of that. And it really meant a lot that there was people who did support my channel, who did want to come and watch my content. In terms of this being a business channel, I never really wanted it to be something where I just trade. I wanted it to be something where I can instill my knowledge and my experience and share it on a platform that can reach potentially millions of people. And I'm never really going to get to that size, but if I can build, say, a boutique channel where people want to watch and they gain something from it, I'm more than happy to put the content out. And the fact that I've been making, mate, it's about £1 a day on average. It's nice, and it's not a lot of money. It really isn't. But I'm appreciative of the fact that it will get to a point where I can take a day off here and a day off there, and I can really nail down the educational content that I want to put out. there's been some occasions where I've been so tired, but the drive in me has been like, no, you need to put YouTube out. You need to kind of get your name out and try and share what you know, because one day it will make sense. And I feel I'm at a stage with YouTube where it's starting to make sense for me doing it, and the pieces of the puzzle they're finally starting to come together. So yeah, in terms of ad revenue, I'm going to break it down over the 28 days. It's been very up and down. So I think my lowest day, which was the first day, which is, it's an outlier, but it probably shouldn't. It probably shouldn't be included, because I'm not sure when they started recording it. There could be a cut-off point halfway through the day. So that was 27 cents. And for the record, I remember when I monetized it, I felt like I was pushed into a corner, because I was reading that YouTube were going to monetize accounts anyway without permission. And I fundamentally believe that's wrong. I don't agree that someone should be able to make money off my back or anyone else's back without the choice. That's why I did monetize it in the end. But I've had days where it's gone up to $2.91. Like my best day, I did over $4, which really shocked me. Now, when I did open the monetization of the account up, I just, in my head, I was like, oh, I'll make 10 cents a day, and it's okay. It'd just be a trickle of income. It might fund the Christmas party come the end of the year. I was really shocked for it to be where it's at. I don't know if there's enough data to suggest that that will carry on. In theory, it should grow. But any money that does come in, like I said, I am super grateful, because it allows me to take time away from the coin dealing, which can be exhausting. Like, I think there's been a few videos where I sound ill because I'm tired. But you need to understand that tough times need tough measures, and I was of the mindset that if my business is going to fail, I want it to fail on my terms. I want people to know that it failed, but I threw everything and the kitchen sink at it, and I did my best to make sure that it wasn't a failure. And I actually did all right. I had 4 months where all I did was work. That's all I did. But it saved me. And then I got the loan in, and that put me in a position where I don't particularly worry. I do get stressed about certain things. I do think 2021 is going to be rough, but looking at the stats of my channel, I know that if I can keep my supply lines open, I've got enough interest from people, and I've got enough going on to really make something of my business. I'm not really motivated by the money side of things. It's always kind of the stats things that motivate me. So if you look at the watch time for the last 20 hours, which I just clicked on, so I had a couple of days where I hit 100 hours, and I'm thinking, I want to hit 100 hours every day. I want to give enough value from my content that people want to come and say, you know what, I may not like the coins he has, I may not agree with how he buys or sells, but I can appreciate the craft. Now, I recently said in a video that I didn't like Backyard Bullion's channel, and I don't. However, I really admire his craft, and I admire his consistency, and he's probably looking at the same thing, albeit he's a lot bigger. He's 20 times bigger than my channel, and he's probably looking at the same metrics thinking, I want to hit this and I want to hit that, and you can only admire that in someone. And I kind of wanted to make a video to kind of push other people on. So I know there's viewers of my channel who are around the few hundred mark, around the 500 mark, some are under 1,000. I've got a few viewers over 1,000, and it's kind of inspirational, because when I was starting, I was looking at the same guys who are in the position I'm in now, thinking, I want to have a channel like that, and it takes hard work and it takes consistency. Don't worry about this. If you're in YouTube for the money, you're in the wrong game. That's not what it's about. It's about building a platform where you can kind of share your hobby or your knowledge, and you can connect with like-minded people. And that's why I've really wanted to run with YouTube in the first place. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, I haven't made a hell of a lot of money. However, the journey's been certainly worth it, and I appreciate every single person that has kind of helped me on this journey, and who's who's watched my content. You know, it does mean a lot to me. So take care, guys. Bye.